Hey, what's up everyone, Andy here from Krusty Plug, and thank you very much for joining me for today's episode. And if you are a brand new subscriber to my YouTube channel, then a very warm welcome. I suppose today's episode is a little bit anticipated by some of you because a few of you watched my very recent video from Thursday where I picked up an absolutely insane amount of stuff from charity shops, and ultimately this is a follow-up video to kind of go quickly through everything I picked up and let you also to kind of be part of this and let you see what I actually did pick up 2 days ago. And the way I'm going to do this video, I'm not going to really do much of a commentary. I'm not going to really waffle through about the games. There will be maybe a few things I will be mentioning here and there, but ultimately I'm just going to kind of try to go through really quickly, just simply to let you see what exactly I picked up, what prices I paid, because otherwise if I'm going to spend too much time talking about stuff, this video is going to be massively long because there is so much stuff really to go through. So without any further ado, let's just jump in and go through everything I picked up on Thursday.
Okay.
And let's start with pickup number 1 on Thursday morning, and this was something I had arranged through Gumtree a couple nights beforehand, and ultimately this was the culprit of what followed afterwards on Thursday, and basically the pickups frenzy that it all snowballed into once I've picked up these games up on the Thursday morning. So I picked up 11 PlayStation 3 games through Gumtree Trade, paid £5 for these games, and super happy about this pickup because 7 games I did not have in my collection at all. 3 games I did have, but I'm still adding to my collection. I'll explain why, and then 1 game actually is a spare one. So let's go through this one quickly. So all of these games are complete with manuals. I haven't cleaned them up, and also just to give you heads up, I have not tidied up this. I have not cleaned up these games, so some of them might look a little bit scruffy, but ultimately once I clean them up, all should be fine. So first game, Far Cry 2 for PlayStation 3, Medal of Honor Warfighter, Medal of Honor Airborne, Sniper Elite V2, Sniper Ghost Warrior 2, Sniper Ghost Warrior. I haven't played the second game, have played this one on my PC. Quite enjoyed it. I cannot say it's really amazing game, but if you are into the sniper kind of games, then I would say if you haven't played this, check it out, and ultimately check out the second game, which I am yet to play myself, but I did have a bit of fun with this. Spec Ops The Line. I have not played the PlayStation 3 version, but I have played this and not really completed, but put in quite a few hours in this on my Steam account. Amazing game. If you haven't played this, please go and check this out. I would go as far as I say that this is probably a sort of like a hidden gem on any platform. So yeah, check it out and see what you think about that game. So these were 7 games that I'm adding to my collection. These are brand new 7 additions to my collection, which I'm really excited about. Then the next 3 I did have already, but as I've been telling in my previous videos, if I pick up any games that have slightly different artwork, it's a slightly different variant, and if I do not have that particular variant in my collection, I'm still going to keep it, despite the fact that I might have the game already with different artwork or different variant or different edition. So I'm still keeping these. So these 3 games I did technically have in my collection, but still keeping these particular ones. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Game of the Year Edition, Medal of Honor. Played this on PC. Can't say it's great game, but I did quite enjoy it. So yeah, again, if you haven't played it, maybe check it out. And if you especially like first-person shooters, and then Sniper Elite 3. So these are all being kept, so 10 games, these are added to my collection, and then the last one, 11th game, I did have in my collection already, and this is not a different variant, so this is a 100% double, and it is Tom Clancy's Hawks. So I'll be probably trading this, but unfortunately not, well, very cheap game, so I'll probably get £1 or £2 at best for this. But still, seeing as I paid only £5 for this bundle, even if I get £1 or £2, that will bring down the cost of the bundle to like £4 or £3. And yeah, really pleased about this bundle, because in retail terms this is worth about £37. So for a fiver, fantastic deal. Pickup number 2 was from the charity shops in the same town I stopped to pick up PlayStation 3 games, so it was the same location, first town I visited. They used to have 3 charity shops in that place, but one unfortunately has closed down, so they have only 2 left now. And the second charity shop didn't give anything to me in a day, but the first one I managed to pick up a couple things. Unfortunately no games or films, but still I've done a little experimental pickup. So first of all, I picked up a sealed copy of Disney books, some sort of like edition. There's 4 books inside, and it's called Disney Villain Tales. So this is brand new sealed, and I'm not sure if you can be able to see it. At the bottom here, it tells that the recommended retail price is £31.96. So this was £3, so I decided to grab it as an experimental item for my eBay. So the plan is I'm going to lob it on my eBay for £20 plus shipping, and see what happens, and basically with the best offer ultimately, and see if I can get, you know, I don't know, £20–15 for it, and ultimately make a little bit of money to invest in my gaming collection. Then I picked up this book called Amazing and Extraordinary Facts, Leonardo da Vinci. This was 50p, a little hardback book. I don't know why it grabbed my attention, and I kind of flicked through it, and yeah, it sounds quite interesting, so I'm going to read this, so pick that up for myself. And then also I spotted these ones. These are like some sort of like a vintage nursery rhyme snap cards. These are priced £1. There's 36 cards inside, and also the instruction card. I checked the cards inside, they're all in good nick. The packing is as well fairly good, you know, obviously it shows a little bit age, but you can kind of almost tell once you look at this that it is kind of like vintagey. So checked on eBay while I was in charity shop, seen a few of these listed on eBay. They were going for about £5–6 quid. So seeing as it was £1, I decided to grab these, and basically again like a little experimental pickup, and throw them on eBay for about probably £5–6 quid and see what happens. So this was pickup number 2, and it cost me £4.50 in total. So then we're moving on to pickup number 3. I moved on, was traveling to my final destination, my final hunting grounds, and I stopped in the second town, which was just a town before my final destination. On my route, they have 5 charity shops there on the high street. Unfortunately, one is closed for good for now. And the second is transpired is closed on Thursday, so I couldn't raid that charity shop. So that left 3 charity shops, and I managed to get out something out of all 3 charity shops. So the first charity shop I hit, they didn't have any games unfortunately, but they were doing a media deal on DVDs, 5 items for £1, or they were priced 50p individually. So I picked through, and I ended up picking 5 DVDs. Well, mainly for trade, but I actually might be keeping one. And the one actually that prompted me to pick up this bundle was this one here, which is a Studio Ghibli release of My Neighbor Totoro. So this is probably about £6 retail. And this might be the one I'm actually going to be keeping for myself, because I told recently a few times that my daughter, my eldest daughter, really enjoys manga and anime stuff, and obviously animation, you know, would be right up her street, so that might be actually kept for our own pleasure. But even if I decide to flip it, you know, I should get a decent return on it. And then the next 4 is definitely for my eBay store. First of all, kind of almost sealed a copy of Guardians of the Galaxy. Then I also got unsealed copy of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So might be or should be able to get like £2 or £3 for these Guardians of the Galaxy films. And then I also spotted these two are sealed, and it's Santa Claus and Santa Claus 2 with Tim Allen. So pick these two up. They are brand new sealed. So seeing as we're approaching Christmas season, so I thought this would be a prime time candidate to throw on eBay and see what happens. So hopefully we'll get £1 or £2 for these ones as well. And yes, so that was 5 films for £1. So then the pickup number 4 in the second charity shop in the location number 2. They did not have any games, unfortunately, again, but and also they didn't have any deals on media per se, but still I spotted these, a selection basically of Marvel films on DVD. They were all priced £1 individually each, so it wasn't really a kind of bargain in trade terms, but I should be still able to flip these and get maybe a couple pounds or thereabouts for each film. So I decided to kind of give it a go and get these. So 6 films in total, so paid £6. Spider-Man Far From Home, Avengers Endgame, Thor Ragnarok, Avengers Infinity War, Doctor Strange, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, so another copy of this. So yeah, paid £6 for this, so hopefully we'll get a little bit return on these as well. Pickup number 5 was still at the location 2, and it was charity shop number 3 I hit. They did not have much in a way to grab there, but a lot of kind of your usual DVDs, your usual tat, but I spotted they had like a little shelf at the back of the store with like some overspill media items, and I spotted there was a couple DS games, so I grabbed them, and also a DVD box set. Their items were priced 50p each, or they were also doing a kind of bundle deal, 3 media items for £1. So I utilised the offer and ultimately got 3 items for £1. So as far as these Nintendo DS games are concerned, I picked up a copy or yet another copy of Bolt. I did have this in my collection already, but this is a slightly different variant, so I'm keeping that one as well. Then a brand new addition to my Nintendo DS collection is Gogo's Crazy Bones. Not entirely sure what this game is all about, but this is a brand new addition. And then I picked up Season 1 of Futurama on a DVD, so a big box set. So as far as this is concerned, guys, I would like your input, please, if you don't mind. I have not really ever followed Futurama, seen or have seen a few episodes, but I never really kind of devoted any meaningful time to this show, and I am really keen actually to sit down and watch Season 1 to actually see it, you know, how I feel about it and if it really grabs me or not. But if you have seen Futurama extensively, then ultimately, or watched Futurama extensively, then please let me know your thoughts about this show and let me know what you think. That would be quite interesting to know. Yeah, so 3 items, keeping all 3, and paid £1 for this. Pickup number 6 for the day was at my final destination. That was the kind of my final town I was hitting, so the town number 3 for the day. And they have 7 charity shops on High Street there, and I hit all 7, and bar 1 I managed to get something out of all of them, so ultimately 6 charity shops proved to be quite fruitful. Well, some more than others, but you will see that in a second. So the first charity shop I hit there, so which was my pickup number 6 for the day, unfortunately they didn't have anything meaningful in a way of video games, but they were running a deal on DVDs and Blu-rays where they were selling media for 10 pence a piece. Unfortunately they did not have anything in the way of Blu-ray, so I picked up 8 films, and then I also picked up a DVD box set. They were priced at £1, so it should have been £1.80, but when I went to the checkout, a lady was very kind, and without even me asking anything, she actually gave me a deal, and I paid £1 for all these items. So 8 DVDs and 1 DVD box set. So 4 DVDs are definitely for trade, and the ones I'm trading are a copy of Interstellar, Bad Boys 2. I've picked a few copies already up recently, but I probably will flip Bad Boys 2 at my local CX. Monsters Inc. and Disney's Frozen. So these 4 are definitely being traded. Next 4 I am keeping for my own collection for the time being, until I maybe upgrade them to Blu-ray variant. But the ones I'm keeping are the Dark Crystal 25th Anniversary Edition, Disney's Cinderella, Trainspotting 2 or T2, and True Romance, Iconic Films. Quickly, just to touch on this one, I've been eyeing these editions for a while, and this is the first one I picked up. This comes in kind of like really chunky hard cardboard slipcase, kind of goes sideways. Yeah, really cool. Warner Brothers release, but it's kind of called Iconic Films label. So yeah, somehow, I don't know, I'm really attracted to these, so I decided to do a little kind of like a subset of these iconic films. So this is the first one I picked up, so there's probably will be a few more to follow at later dates, so stay tuned for that one. And then the box that I picked up is actually NTSC US release region 1, but it's no problem because I do have a multi-region DVD/Blu-ray player. So, and this was also for myself. I have never seen this show, and I looked up the ratings on Internet Movie Database, and apparently quite decent show. So I want to kind of indulge myself and check, and it's seasons 1 to 5 of How I Met Your Mother. So really kind of chunky box set, and that was for myself as well. So here we go. So 8 films and a DVD box set for £1. Moving on to pickup number 7, and this ultimately snowballed into being the big one, the first big one. First of all, I picked up some DVD box sets for trades, and also one particular TV show for my own collection. So the ones I picked up for trade was the L World, the complete 5th season. This was £1.49. Then this is actually a US release, but still we'll see what happens to this. It was 99 pence, and it was or is a designated Survivor, and it is the complete 1st season. Then I picked up 3 seasons. It's 1st, 2nd and 3rd season of Supergirl, so it's in a DC Supergirl. So season 1, 2nd season and 3rd season. So yeah, pick these up for trade. These were £1.49, so I should be able to get a little bit money for these. And then I spotted this, and it's a Scottish classic production, the complete series 1 to 5, Still Game. So this was £1.49, and I seen bits and bobs from Still Game, but when I seen this for only £1.49, I thought I'm going to grab this and watch it, and I'm really looking forward to watch this because yeah, I do like Scottish banter. So yeah. So, and when I went to check out to actually pay for my DVD box sets, I kind of, as a passing comment, I basically asked the store manager lady there if she happened to have any video games at the back, because I couldn't see anything on the shelf. There wasn't even a single sports title to be seen anywhere. And she straight away said, well, as a matter of fact, there is something in the back, so give me 2 secs, I'll go and check. So, and she comes back out with this plastic tab full of games. There must have been about 45 games in total or thereabouts. I picked through them, and I put away probably about 10 games or so which I wasn't interested in. So they were really kind of cheap titles, really, you know, a pure tat. And then I ended up with 35 games. Well, actually it was 36 games, but there was one cardboard sleeve that kind of got mixed in between other games, so we overlooked that one, never counted it. So as far as the deal was concerned, I was paying for 35 games, but ultimately I ended up with 36 games. And the deal or the price I ended up paying was £35, so you could argue it's almost £1 per game. So let's have a look what games I managed to get in this £35 deal. So let's start with some Nintendo DS games. So there was 4 Nintendo DS games. First of all, this is a copy I had already, so this is going to go for trade, and it was Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars, the Director's Cut. So I do have this already, so that's going to go for trade. And then next 3 titles are brand new additions to my Nintendo DS collection, so very happy about that. First of all, Jewel Quest Expeditions, then Journey to the Center of the Earth, and Tomb Raider Underworld. Then I happened to get a couple Xbox OG titles, and it transpired the 2 titles I picked up actually I did not have in my collection, so super happy to add these to my Xbox OG collection. First of all, a copy of Far Cry Instinctions Evolution, and then Half-Life 2. Now this game, guys, if you have not played Half-Life 2, I mean, you absolutely have to play it. Yes, granted, it's a bit aged game now, and actually I don't know how well it would be to play this game on Xbox OG, but I played this game more than once on my PC a few years back now, and it is incredibly well made, good game with an amazing story. And yeah, I would say still, even for today's standards, despite the fact this game is aged now, you definitely should consider this game and play it if you have not played it. So yeah, highly recommended. And then there was also 3 PlayStation 2 titles. One title I did have in my collection is actually a Platinum Edition of Kingdom Hearts, so I do have this already, so this is going to go for trade, so I should be able to get a few pounds for that. Then another Kingdom Hearts game, so Kingdom Hearts 2, and that's another Platinum release. I did not have this game at all in my collection, not even a standard edition, so happy to add that to my collection. And I did not have this either, and it is Naruto Ultimate Ninja. So that's another game that's being added to my PS2 collection, so I was very happy with these ones. Then there was also a bunch of Xbox 360 titles, so a couple or a few new additions to my 360 collection. So first of all, Tekken 6. Ironically, I was eyeing this in my local CX recently, and I think it was about £6. I almost bought it, but hey, I'm glad I didn't, because I picked it up for a much cheaper price now. So that's a brand new addition to my Xbox 360 collection. So is Darksiders. Then Gears of War Judgment, so that's a brand new one as well. Then the next 2 titles I did have already in my Xbox 360 collection, but they were different variants. So first of all, Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection. This is the base release, the main release, but I had Classics release, so this is being kept as well, because I do collect also the kind of the Classics editions, or for like PlayStation, like Platinum editions as well. And then a copy of, well, a Classics copy of Condemned. So this was actually, I had the main release, so this is Classics, so I'm keeping this as well. I did not have the Classics. And then the next 3 Xbox 360 titles I did have in my collection, so these are gonna go for trade. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, Halo 3 ODST, and quite glad about this one, that I actually did have this, because this I think retails about £12 or thereabouts, and it's Left 4 Dead 2. So this keeps a little bit price, so ultimately once I flip this will bring this £35 deal down quite substantially. So that was 360 games. And then I also ended up with some PC games. First game, I'm not entirely sure whether I do have it in my collection or not. Something tells me I might have this, but I picked it up nonetheless. Broken Sword, the Angel of Death. Then this definitely I never had. Ghost Pirates, and I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Ghost Pirates of Vuju Island, maybe. So here we go, that's the title, in case I mispronounced it. BioShock 2, a classic, an absolute classic. Prince of Persia, this was I think like 2010 or thereabouts release, and it's kind of got this kind of like cartoonish art style. I actually did have this in my collection. This is a cheap re-release Focus. I did have the main kind of release, the proper release with all the manuals and everything in my collection once upon a time, and I think I have traded it, so I'm re-adding this back. And I never properly played this game, but I remember installing this on my PC and trying it out for about a half an hour or so, and I absolutely love the art style of this game, and the gameplay felt really, really good as well, so I'm definitely will be playing this game at some point. I'm not sure about this one. I think I maybe had this or still have in my collection, but nonetheless it's Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. Then we got Alice Madness Returns. So I really actually want to play this game. I remember at the time it was released, I heard quite good things about this game. So yeah, I want to really check this out. Unfortunately, speaking of this one, reading at the back, I'm not entirely sure if this is one of these games where it's tied into the kind of Origins account, EA Origin account, meaning that once you have activated the serial code, then you know that makes the game basically, or the code, redundant. There is a CD key inside the case, but I'm yet to actually figure out whether it's usable or not, but yeah, we'll see. Monkey Island Special Edition Collection. Simon 4. Yeah, I'm not sure this. Simon 4 Chaos Happens. Yeah, not sure about this one. And, well, sealed but a little bit ripped copy of Command and Conqueror Generals Deluxe Edition. I definitely had this as well in my collection once upon a time. I think I might have sold this at some point, so if I do not have this, then I'm definitely keeping this in my collection. And then, kind of last but not least, there was also a bunch of PlayStation 3 titles in there. So the first two I already do have in my collection, so these are going to be used for trade. And it is Grand Theft Auto 5 and also Genji Days of the Blade. So these two I did have in my collection, and then the rest are brand new additions to my collection, so I did not have these games in my collection at all. First of all, Tales of Grace's F. So this is a nice big cardboard edition with some extra goodies inside, and I checked, it's all complete, and yeah, it is in rather nice clean condition, so super happy about that one. The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. So did not have that on PlayStation 3, I do have that for PC, I also do have that one for Xbox 360, but didn't have it for PS3, so happy to have that one. Darksiders 2 Limited Edition, so that's another brand new edition. Bayonetta, Wet, Disgaea 3 Absence of Justice. Not sure if you're noticing, this is a American release with a T rating, but of course PlayStation 3 titles are region free, so no problem. So when I did not have this in my collection at all, so that's a brand new addition. And then also this one here, Ruse, so that's a brand new addition as well. So very happy about these ones. And then the 26th game that was kind of hiding in between the other games was a cardboard sleeve edition of Wii Sports for Wii. So that was kind of the 26th, and this actually holds a little bit of value, so I do have this already, so I'm kind of actually pretty pleased that it's ended up there, because I will be able to flip this as well. And then also there was a couple loose bits inside. First of all, manual for the PC version of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. So just a loose manual, and a little bit gutted about this because everything is there bar the actual game, and it was a Tactics Ogre Let Us Cling Together for the PSP. A little bit creased spine, but apart from that in reasonable condition. Well, there's a little bit of writing on the back as well, but it actually does have all the goodies inside. So the kind of hardback art book, there's like a CD soundtrack, a mini CD soundtrack, so the main case, all the manuals, everything is there, but not the game, so I actually got this for free as well. So I'll see if I can pick the game actually disc up somewhere for cheap and complete it, but so yeah, keeping that for myself. And that's it, guys. So that was a £35 pickup of ultimately 36 games. So super happy about this pickup. And I'm trying to remember, actually looked up the retail value, what it was, and it was in excess of £100 definitely for all these games together. So yeah, more than happy that I paid only £35 for all of these games. Then pickup number 8 was another little bundle of some films. This particular charity shop did not have anything in video games, so I capitalized on their deal. They were also doing 5 media items for £1. So I picked up a few for myself and a few for trade. So first of all, these 3 I'm keeping for myself for the time being, and it is Blu-ray copy of National Treasure 2. This is a French film. I looked it up, what it was called kind of in English, but I cannot really remember, so I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, so you can have a look yourself. And then this is some sort of like I think a Bollywood film. Again, not entirely sure how it's pronounced, but I picked it up. And I do like kind of exploring the world cinema and, you know, foreign films and stuff like that, so hence I picked up these last 2 up for myself, because, you know, it's kind of appeals to me, so I want to just kind of check some other like Bollywood films and, you know, French cinema and stuff like that. And then the last 2 I picked up these for trades, and first of all, it's Feast of Love, a DVD sealed copy, so hopefully we'll get a couple of quid for that one. And also the 2nd season of Game of Thrones on a DVD, so again, hopefully we'll get a few quid for that one. So, and that was a little bundle of 5 films or 5 items for £1. Moving on to pickup number 9. This was only a single item from this particular charity shop. They did have a few games available, but they were like really cheap titles, and they were asking a little bit too high, too much for them. They were priced at £2.99, which was a bit exorbitant for the game titles they had. They had a lot of DVDs, they had quite a few Blu-rays as well, but even DVDs, they were priced at £2.99. Blu-rays as well started at £2.99, and some of them were even more than that, like £4.99 or £5.99. And for all the titles they had, nothing appealed to me, and they were simply a little bit overpriced for my liking, so I passed on all of them. But then I spotted this and I decided to grab it. It's not really a bargain per se, because it was £8.99, but that is actually still a fair price for this particular item, and it was the complete series of the Incredible Hulk. So it's the Incredible Hulk, the Ultimate Collection box set. So here we go, all the individual seasons inside. So yeah, this was £8.99, so I kind of bought it with an idea that I might try to flip it on my eBay. Probably will lob it on at 20 quid and see what happens. But if it doesn't sell, I'm quite happy to keep this to myself, even if it was £8.99. I'm still happy with the price I paid. Moving on to pickup number 10. This is a little bit interesting, nothing too major, but interesting in a way, because I picked up 4 sealed PlayStation 4 games, which kind of you don't see that often nowadays. But let's start with a couple PSP titles I picked up, which again, I'm super excited I managed to get PSP as well, so I'm really, you know, happy to find some PSP stuff out in the wild. And so it happens I did not have both either of these 2 titles in my collection, so both are brand new additions. First of all, got a complete copy of WWE SmackDown vs Raw 2006. So that's a brand new addition to my PSP collection. And I also picked up a Metal Gear Acid. So have not played this. I'm a fairly big fan of Metal Gear series, so yeah, really looking forward to indulge into this one at some point. And then the 4 PlayStation 2 titles I picked up. So 2 of them I did not have in my collection at all, and they are sealed as well. So first of all, we got Disney Princess's Enchanted Journey. So brand new sealed, paid £2 per title here, so I was pretty happy to pay £2 for sealed PlayStation 2 games. Puzzle Fusion, Luminous Plus, so this is sort of like a puzzle game, so that was £2 as well. And then the next 2 titles I did have in my collection already, but because these are still sealed, I am keeping them for the time being until I decide what I'm going to do with them. The first one was Walt Disney's The Jungle Book Groove Party. And the second one is The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. So that's sealed, but unfortunately it's got a little rip here on the spine, but nothing too major, so I would still class it as sealed. So keeping that for the time being as well, and I actually might end up trading these sealed games. So that was a pickup number 10, and yes, I was really happy with the prices I paid for these as well. Okay, and now we are on my last pickup for the day, pickup number 11. And this pickup started as a simple little DVD bundle of 5 DVDs. This particular store, they did not have any video games out on shelves, so they had quite a lot of DVDs, and they were running the media deal, 5 DVDs for £1. So I decided to pick through them and pick up a few more valuable DVDs and basically get them for my trades. And actually afterwards I decided that I might be keeping 2 of these DVDs for my own personal collection. And the ones that I'm definitely trading are Peppa's Circus, Ice Age 5, and Disney's Moana. So this actually still goes for a pretty penny, so I'm definitely going to get a reasonable return on this, on my 20p investment. And then the 2 I'm kind of decided to keep are another 2 Disney productions, and the first one is Extreme Adventure Fun, and the second one is Popeye with late Robin Williams. I do enjoy Robin Williams as an actor, and I don't think I have ever seen this, so hence I decided to keep it and actually watch it myself. So when I was basically trying to already kind of get out of this charity shop, I happened to stumble or bump into store manager, the lady there, and I just asked her as a passing comment if she happened to have any video games at the back, and she actually kindly invited me to come in the back storeroom and have a look myself, and I ended up picking up 27 video games across various platforms, and also 13 UMD films for PSP. So yeah, that was quite a decent pickup as well, and I ended up paying £30 for everything. So let's have a quick look what was in that last major deal I picked up on the day. First of all, we got a little Nintendo bundle here, some further Nintendo DS games. A couple games I did have in my collection, but I'm quite pleased that I picked these up because I will be able to get a few pounds for these in the trades. And first of all, Mario Kart DS, so that's a good pickup for trading. And Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga, still this should net me a few pounds as well. And then further 2 brand new additions to my DS collection, The Simpsons game and Lego Harry Potter Years 1 to 4. So very happy about them. Then there was a single Nintendo Wii U title of Nintendo Land. Nintendo Land title. So now I do have this in my Nintendo Wii U collection already, but this is, I think, a bundle copy because it does not have a proper barcode on it, and I think this was originally sold with Black Wii U Premium as a Nintendo Land bundle, so I think that's where it comes from. So yeah, because it's a slightly different variant, I'm keeping that for my collection as well. And then there was a few Wii titles. Did not have most of them in my collection, so these are brand new additions to my collection. Super Mario All-Stars, happy about that one, that's quite an expensive game. V-Party, this is actually quite expensive game as well, considering all things. Replay Motion, that's a brand new addition. And also Iron Man 2, the video game. So these are all brand new additions to my V collection, so very happy to get these in my collection. Now this one here was a game I did have already, so this is going to go for trade. Call of Duty World at War rather. And then this was just an empty box, unfortunately, you know, there is no game inside, but I got it for free, and it's meant to be Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, so an empty case, and unfortunately also scuffed, so, but anyway, I got it for free, so all good. Then there was also some further Xbox 360 titles I managed to get my hands on, and some of these are again brand new additions to my 360 collection. So first of all, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Danger of the Ooze. So this is a brand new addition. So is this Lips #1 Hits. This one as well is brand new addition, Everyone Sing. So did not have that one. Now this one here I did have in my collection already, but I did have a bundle copy, and it looks like this is a proper standalone release because it does have a proper barcode on it, and it's a sealed copy of Kinect Sports, so I'm keeping that one. And then also I am keeping this one. I did have the main release, but this is the Classics re-release of Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. So this is addition as well to my 360 collection. And then the next 3 games I did have in my collection, so these are kind of for trade. Well, the first 2 is for trade, I'll tell you what's the story with the third one. So first of all, Lego Jurassic World, so that's going for trade. Then Minecraft Xbox 360 edition, actually quite happy that I did have this because this still holds quite a bit of value, so once I flip this again will bring down the expense of this bundle quite substantially and make it even better. So yeah, happy about that I actually did have that already, and I managed to pick up a spare copy. And then technically I do have this Hitman Absolution. So this is the kind of the proper release. Unfortunately the case is kind of knackered, but inside it's a Classics variant, and I do not have Classics version, so I think I'm just going to pull out the disc and keep the disc until I maybe find an empty Classics case for it. And now we're finally moving on to the rest of the bits, which are all Sony. And first of all, picked up a copy of PlayStation 3 game, just one PlayStation 3 game, Lego Harry Potter Years 5 to 7. So this is an addition to my collection, did not have this in my collection. Then, oh, I beg your pardon, there's actually a PC game hiding here as well, Call of Duty World at War. I used to have this in my PC collection, but I'm not entirely sure if I still do. I might have traded it, but if I don't, then definitely keeping this one. If not, well, if I do have it already, I'm going to trade it, of course. And then PlayStation 2 Platinum release, Lego Star Wars the video game. So I do have this in my collection already, so I'm going to be flipping that one. And then we are moving on to some PSP titles. Now 6 titles I picked up, 2 of them I did have, so keeping the rest, so 4 brand new additions to my PSP collection, which I'm again very happy about. So first of all, Formula 106, so 2006, Mind Quiz Exercise Your Brain. Then Platinum release of Lemmings, and Platinum release of Disney Pixar Cars. So these 4 are being kept in my collection, so brand new additions. And then these 2 I did have in my collection, so these are going to get traded. Sonic Rivals, which I actually picked up in fairly recent times, and there was a video recently I done about it. And also The Sims 2. So that was another one I did have already. So quite pleased about this stuff as well. And now let's have a look at 13 UMD film bundle. As I said recently, UMDs is something fairly new to me as far as collecting goes. I used to always pass on them, but in recent times I decided to actually start collecting UMD films for PSP. So ultimately quite happy to add all of these films to my collection. 13 films. I did not have any of these in my collection so far, so yeah, very excited to have these as well. So let's just go quickly through. So Constantine, what's this, Valiant, I think it's maybe pronounced Valiant, Training Day, Kiss of the Dragon with Jet Li, Batman, so this is the one from what does it say here, 1989, Reservoir Dogs, Sin City, iRobot, Blade 2, Matrix Revolutions. I'm not sure how this is actually pronounced. It's another one of English words that trips me up. The Descent, I think it's meant to be. Well, anyway, you can see the title in case I got it completely wrong. Ocean's 11. And last but not least, True Romance. And there you have it. So that was 27 video games across various platforms, and also 13 UMD films for PSP, and I paid £30 for this bundle. So I am absolutely ecstatic about the price I paid, and there's quite a few games I'm adding to my collection. There's a few games for trade, and ultimately I think once I trade the overspill games I might even cover £30 expense, and which will then mean that the rest of the games I'm actually keeping I'm getting for absolutely free, which ultimately is the end game here. So, but that's it guys, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. There was quite a lot of stuff to show you, but hopefully you liked it. And as always, if you would like to add any comments and let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, so drop the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, and ultimately if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider doing so, and I would be very grateful if you hit that subscription button and also that bell button to get notified when the next video is up and live. So I shall see you very, very soon in my next video, but for now, take it easy.
Okay. You've got 17.5% in T-bills amortized over the fiscal year, 8% in stocks and bonds. Carry the 9 divided by the gross national product. Fortunately, funeral bouquets are deductible.